We're going to talk about the angle sum theorem. In the angle sum theorem, it says, well, all the angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Which means if I have some angles, I can find out the remaining angles, as long as I have two. So let's look at these, and we know that everything equals 180, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So, look at, it says find MNL. This is angle MNL. Remember, the vertex is always the center on the angle. So we're looking for this angle right here, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir?
No,
Okay. Shh. Now to get it, all I got to do is add or subtract. The easiest way for me is 180 minus the first one, which is
55.
minus the second one, which is
72.
And that'll give me the unknown angle. So I know they all equal to 180. I'll just subtract the ones I have. Go ahead and do it.
Oh, I know the answer.
Travis, what'd you get? Okay, get to it.
No.
Landon, what'd you get?
50.
You got 50?
No, it's not 50.
I find that hard to believe.
53.
53.
56.
So the unknown angle is 53 degrees. All right. Catherine, tell me how we get the second one. How do I find angle KLJ? KLJ, right? How do I find angle KLJ? Subtract everything from 180, exactly. So 180 minus 82 minus 53. Catherine, let me know when you get an answer.
I got it.
It's amazing how many voices you have, Catherine.
I got it. That's a never miss.
45 degrees.
Sorry, bro.
So we got there. Now, the next one gets a little trickier. We've got an interior angle and an exterior angle of the triangle, don't we? So this one, X, is the interior angle. Y is the exterior angle. So the first question is find the measure of angle X.
I know.
So how do I find it?
180 minus 85 minus
180 minus 85 minus 65. Omar, give it a pause and then tell me what it is.
Sorry.
Oh no.
You're supposed to give it a pause.
Give it a pause.
So what'd you say?
30.
30. Everyone understand that so far?
Yeah, I do.
You don't have to do anything with the X.
Now I'll tell you, you'll notice as I go I've been labeling my triangles. If I do that, I find that I can see the answer a lot easier, especially when it comes to adding different ones. The next question is find the measure of angle Y. Okay, so they went for an exterior angle. Araya, they went for an exterior angle. What do we call these two angles right here?
Equal.
Araya, what do we call these two angles that make a line? We don't call them equal. What's the word for them? Together, what do they make?
180.
180. We call them supplementary. So if these two equal 180, I already know this one, Araya. How do I find this one?
180.
If both of them equal 180, right? And this one equals 30, how do I find the remainder? What am I going to add?
You got that, you're going to get a higher number than 180 than 180.
Think about this. They both equal 180, right? If this one's 30, all I got to do is subtract this one, right?
Yes, it's 150.
And I get 150 degrees. Now, I want you guys to notice something here. There is a little, and it's another theorem not necessarily talked about here. If you add 85 and 65, they equal the opposite exterior angle. So 85 plus 65 is 150. If you're ever given these and they say, what's y? And you feel like being a speed demon, just add these two together and give you y. Or you can go through, label it all out, and that's fine. Alright. So, M of y is 150 degrees. Now, here we go to one that's interesting. Solve for y.
What do you mean?
What's wrong?
Me?
Yeah.
I just thought I was crying. I'm just looking at you.
Okay, what did I just tell you about these two angles? What do they equal?
The exterior.
They equal the opposite exterior angle, don't they?
Yes.
So, right now there's a couple ways I can solve this. I can change this to an unknown and try and solve for this, but that makes it harder. Or I can do this. 5y plus 3 plus 4y plus 8. I've added the two angles, haven't I?
Ah,
And they equal...
180.
No.
I'm at 90.
Stop talking. They equal
That.
the opposite exterior angle. What is the measure of the opposite exterior angle?
146.
146.
So the answer, 146 minus 180.
Now, I got 5y plus 3 plus 4y plus 8 equals 146.
34.
How do I figure out what y equals?
180 minus 146. I'm talking. Insult. That's what I meant.
Okay, go get it. Now, I can add them together. How many y's I got? 9 y's, right? How many other numbers I got? Those of you making random noises, please stop.
3 and 8.
3 and 8, how much do they equal?
11.
And that equals 146. For those of you who've gone to end solve, you're fine there, but I'll just keep going. So I subtract 11 from both. That goes away. I get 9y equals
15.
135.
Oh, I thought we were at I thought we were
So y equals
15.
15. And we've solved the problem. Y equals 15.
Wait.
What am I waiting for?
That was easy.
That was random.
Lord, I can't see.
Now, what is another way I could have solved this problem? What do we know these two angles add to?
Those are congruent.
They're not congruent, they're supplementary.
That's what I meant, 180.
Then they add to 180. So I can find this angle, angle MPN, by taking 180 and subtracting 146. What's 180 minus 146? Okay, so solve it. 34. So now, I could have taken all three of these angles, 5y plus 3, plus 4y plus 8, plus 34, and that would equal
180.
180.
180.
So there are two ways I can solve that problem. You use the one that makes you happiest. Turn around. You can look at the board, or you can look at your desk. All right? Any questions on how this works?
No.
You ready to get some trials?
Yeah.